Let's get started!
Hello, viewers. Today, I'm going to do mukbang. Delicious. 10 out of 10.
Enough of this crap. Let's begin. Okay, so this is not a full recap, just a compilation of things that don't make sense. But before we start, let me say a little something. So over the past few chapters, people in online forums have been talking about what could happen after Deadline successfully merged up with Handyman. Most agree that Falcon will soon deliver a talk no jutsu to Handyman along the way to help him take Deadline down. While it makes sense and all, Falcon probably doesn't even need to convince Handyman to fight Deadline. Handyman is already extremely obsessed with messing with other villains. It's literally his entire thing. On the other hand, he's beyond useless against the heroes. Handyman doesn't need convincing. The moment Deadline arrives, he'll instantly turn his attention to him. Come to think of it, Big Boy has to die in this final arc as well, and very high chance Handyman will take him down too. Because he's just that obsessed with taking out other villains. So let's go on with the manga. It's awfully short, and the panels are f***ing huge. Anyways, the first panels of the chapter show Dumb Blaster getting covered for 2 seconds before unleashing a big blaster punch to completely shatter Deadline's broken helmet. If it only takes that quick to charge up Dumb Blaster's attacks, why not send it here covered in dark stretchable material to keep it permanently covered? But that would mean Dumb Blaster would absolutely demolish everyone including Deadline, so naturally it's not allowed. The villains should always have at least 1% chance of winning. Anyways, Deadline didn't react in time and took the whole hit because his quirks are malfunctioning, which means he's losing control of them. But instead of just T-posing to reassert his dominance, he went in and started eating them.
Cause your breath stinks!
It was a success, allowing Deadline to regain control and launch a full-scale attack comprised of nothing but spikes. People in online forums call this as Rivet Stab, but isn't this forcible quirk activation? Did the name get changed, or am I just stupid? Either way, let's move on. Let's go to Wing. I've been noticing that Wing is acting unusually stupid ever since the fight began. First, he's fully aware he's severely weakened after the war arc but chose to engage Deadline. Second, he's got limited feathers and immediately wasted some of them within minutes of the fight starting. Third, he keeps getting close to Deadline even though he can literally stay back and let his feathers do all the work. And right now he went in and tried to shield Evange and Daffy Duck using himself even though he can just hook them away with his feathers like he did earlier. If it weren't for Compensator blocking everything, all three of them would have been kabobs on the spot.
Rotisserie style.
And not just Wing, Dumb Blaster is also acting weird as well. He barely talked. He didn't shield Daffy Duck from Deadline's mega air cannon attack, didn't react at Wing getting impaled, and didn't move again at the forcible quirk activation spam. Either Dumb Blaster's drunk, high, or he's probably mastered the art of not giving a f***. Anyways, Compensator suddenly got up and blocked the forcible quirk activation spam himself, getting his arm torn off in the process. And then we get a little backstory. Once upon a time, Compensator saw a dad dying trying to save his daughter, but in the end they both died. This inspired him to abuse the hell out of his kids, because he's built different that way. And since backstories in MHA have a passive power-up effect, this allowed Compensator to instantly replace his torn-off arm with a new one made of pure physical flame. Now you might notice that there should be no way for Compensator to turn fire into a physical thing.
Not scientifically possible!
But Compensator of course does it anyway, because he doesn't care what science thinks is impossible. Also, what the hell happened to the people down below? Deadline threw a downward pointing mega air cannon and now he did this. But who cares, they're all irrelevant. And with that, the chapter ends. So here's the general opinion on the chapter. The most versatile characters on the scene are resorting to standard super punches, what the hell. And as for Deadline, for a guy who says he's the Demon King, his overall performance is just on par with Sandsman and the rest of the movie villains. You could literally replace him with one of these people and it would still be mostly the same. He's not rushing the fight to get to Handerman faster. He's not used search once to know some weaknesses. He's not trying to steal quirks. His attacks barely do anything. His helmet broke in a matter of hits, and broke again after being repaired. And he's getting utterly demolished left, right and center by no more than 4 people, with 2 of them being kids. The longer this fight goes on, the more Deadline will look more and more pathetic and embarrassing.
Tasty?
I never really understood this mukbang thing.
Yummy?
Hey Deadline. Isn't a camera-worthy face one of the main requirements of this thing?
No one needs to look good when eating.
Point taken. Let me end this video now.